chosen one, a divine intervention saved you. The loud ringing in your left ear 10 minutes ago was not a medical issue. It was the sound of a massive, heavy spiritual sword clashing against an invisible wall right next to your head. A sudden divine intervention just blocked a total disaster meant for you, and the evil forces who planned it are currently screaming in raw panic. They missed their fatal swing, and they are terrified because they know the warrior angels are tracking their exact coordinates. If you swipe away or click off this screen before the final code is spoken, that protective wall will melt into nothing before the sun comes up tomorrow. You are standing in the middle of a live spiritual war zone, and you do not have the time to scroll past this warning today. You spent your whole life walking around feeling like a complete outsider in your own family. You are always a strong backbone, the person who glues everyone else's broken pieces together, the one who swallows your hot tears just so the people around you can have a good day. That deep, hollow pain sitting heavy in your stomach is your spirit crying out because you're so incredibly tired of bleeding for people who would not even hand you a glass of water. Your long, sad season of being the quiet sacrifice is violently ending tonight, and your hidden enemies are having a complete meltdown because they can no longer suck the good energy out of your soul. Type, I lock my heavy shield right now. If you refuse to take another invisible hit, if you stand firm in your Christian faith and want to help support our ministry, consider sending a cup of coffee, up to 3 to 10 if you can. Link in description. Join now and instantly get the Waken badge next to your name so everyone knows you've arrived. Declare 888 my eyes are wide open to expose the shadows hiding near you. They're holding their breath and watching your face look at this screen right now. There's a specific individual who texts you with fake happy emojis, who maybe even eats dinner at your kitchen table, who has been quietly doing very dark work behind your back to sink your entire life. They see the massive steel fortress being built around your future by the angels. They see the huge flood of cash, the pure safety, and the loud confidence that is hunting you down, and it makes them literally throw up with heavy, sick jealousy. They have been whispering nasty, toxic lies into your mind while you sleep, hoping to make you walk outside your protected zone. But they made a massive, deadly mistake that will cost them everything. They thought your quiet, sweet patience meant you were totally blind and weak. They did not understand that every single time you bit your tongue and stayed quiet to keep the peace, the universe was busy packing heavy explosives into a massive cannon pointed straight at their front door. By this exact time tomorrow morning, a completely shocking piece of hidden news is going to drop that will blow their entire fake cover wide open. The fake plastic masks are melting off their ugly faces right this very second. And you're going to see the exact snake who tried to erase your destiny. Comment, I fired a heavy can today to blast their evil traps into total dust. This massive divine rescue mission is not a cheap temporary band-aid. It is a permanent, heavy iron dome dropping over your entire life. The brutal, ugly heartbreak you have dragged around behind you for years. That sharp stabbing pain that makes you gasp for air when you are driving alone was just extreme fire needed to melt down your heavy spiritual armor. The liar in your tight inner circle thought they threw you into a deep, dark grave, but they only lock you in a training room where you learn how to see everything they do in the dark. The countdown timer is blinking bright red, and the clock is spinning much faster than you think. The heaviest, most violent combat angels have been dropped directly into your exact zip code, and they have loud, clear orders to completely crush anyone who tries to step onto your property. I need you to do a simple physical movement right now to prove you are listening. Take your left hand, make a tight fist, and press it hard against the center of your chest. Feel that steady, heavy heartbeat pounding. That is the loud war drum of your total survival. Every single bad curse, every dirty lie, every jealous thought they aimed at your brain is bouncing off your solid chest and flying back to hit them 1,000 times harder. Type, "My chest is pure iron," to lock this burning fire in its place. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can buy coffee up to 5 coffees. Link in description. Stop exactly what you are doing right this second. Do not breathe out. Pause this exact video immediately and listen to me. What I am about to expose to you next is completely illegal in the dark spiritual world and highly dangerous to the nasty spirits hunting you right now. Look very closely at the nearest window next to you. Stare hard at the clear glass on that window. The air right in front of that glass is vibrating with a secret, heavy code that the enemy cannot stand to hear or see. Drop a "I break the dark" rules if you are ready for the deep truth. There's a hidden, ancient lock buried deep inside your red blood that is turning and clicking wide open today. The reason your head has been spinning and hurting so much this past week is because you are holding the exact master key to break a 40-year family curse of being sick and totally broke. They know that the very instant you speak the secret key out loud, you become totally invisible to their nasty radar forever. The danger level is flashing bright red right now in this room. If you do not claim this extreme high frequency before the sun goes down tonight, the heavy lock jams shut for another whole decade, leaving you stuck. The huge, impossible warning signs are going to hit you right in the face very soon, and you will not be able to ignore them. You are going to see a completely black car park strangely near your house before tomorrow afternoon. When you see it, do not blink and do not turn your head away from it. That is the universe giving you the ultimate nod of total respect, confirming that the divine intervention was a complete success and the weak spirits have fully surrendered to your new power. The fake, lying friends who try to drag you down to their miserable, broke level are going to be forced to sit in total silence while you win every single giant prize in front of them. Type, "I grab my master key right now to claim this intense hidden magic." They will watch you walk straight through a massive, loud storm without getting a single drop of cold rain on your skin. Your entire life is being wrapped up in a titanium shell, so completely thick it will block out all the negative, toxic noise in your whole town. The heavy, dark depression is vanishing into thin air exactly like a magic trick. The awful, crushing stress about paying your bills is burning away entirely, leaving pure peace. The lonely, freezing cold feeling in your empty house is being rapidly replaced by a rushing river of deep joy and a whole giant army of spiritual bodyguards. These heavy bodyguards will physically snap the neck of any bad luck trying to reach your front porch. You've been handpicked out of millions of blind scrollers to completely destroy the victim mindset forever, to be the very first in your whole bloodline who simply cannot be touched, used, or hurt by anyone ever again. This is the giant, explosive grand restoration you have cried for while sitting alone in the dark. The heavy iron door of your new life is locked tight, and the loud, beautiful silence of total safety is flooding your entire life right now. Comment, "I wear the titanium suit today," to put your heavy armor on now. Just a month ago, a tired nurse in Ohio named Sarah heard this exact urgent, crazy warning on her phone. She was completely flat broke, facing a terrible lawsuit, and her health was falling apart fast from the heavy stress. She claimed this absolute crazy armor without questioning it for a single second, and in less than 3 days, the entire court case was thrown in the trash. Her medical test results came back perfectly clean, and a total stranger handed her a heavy envelope that paid off every single dime she owed. She didn't sit around doubting the divine ticking clock. She grabbed her massive shield instantly. Your huge, life-saving miracle is banging loudly on your front door right now, begging for you to simply reach out and turn the heavy brass handle. Do not let the angry, jealous shadows trick you into keeping this massive message a secret from the world. You must hit the share arrow and text this video to 4 different people right this exact second to lock the final heavy deadbolt on your new life. Hiding this massive truth will only cause your own armor to rust and snap in half when you need it most. The heavy divine forces deeply reward those who move with total speed and zero fear. Type, "I sign the permanent seal forever," to close the giant gate right now. Sharing this exact link is your physical, permanent signature on the giant contract that says nobody can ever hurt you, steal from you, or lie to you again. Join our membership to seal this intention right away. It's a powerful energy exchange that unlocks exclusive meditations and loudly tells the universe you are totally ready for the next massive level. Click join, claim your bright badge, and let's ascend together away from the bottom feeders. Go back to the very start of this video immediately. Something huge you missed the first time will strike you extremely hard the second time you hear it. But do not close this app yet, because the intense warning is not completely over. The heavy angels are refusing to leave your side until the second half of this massive secret seal is delivered directly into your brain. I see a dark, nasty mist trying to sneak under your bedroom door right now while you read this. Declare, "My borders are totally closed to block the creeping mist. They are extremely stubborn, but you have the exact heavy weapon to blow them away entirely and make them regret trying you. The enemy is preying on their knees that you get bored, lose your focus, and scroll away to a funny video. They are hoping your phone battery dies, or someone calls your name from the other room, just so they can slip into the cracked back door of your mind. Do not let them have that easy victory today. Your total, unbroken focus in the next few minutes completely determines if you wake up totally invincible or completely broken and crying tomorrow. You always feel like you are speaking your heart out in a crowded room full of totally deaf people. You try to explain your heavy, painful feelings, and the people closest to you just stare at you with blank, dead eyes. You give them your whole pure heart, and they treat it like a cheap piece of trash they can step on. That burning, tight knot in your stomach is your divine radar screaming at you that you are surrounded by emotional vampires who just want to drink you dry. Your long, exhausting season of feeding these bottom feeders is completely finished right now. Type, "I cut off the vampires today," to build your giant brick wall. The dark spirits are having a total meltdown because their free meal ticket just got ripped to shreds in front of their faces. They are having secret panic meetings about you right now in the dark. There's a person who likes all your social media posts, who acts like your biggest, loudest cheerleader, who is secretly doing heavy, dark rituals to steal your bright light and your money. They see the massive, solid gold crown being placed gently on your head by the unseen forces. They see the crazy respect, the huge amount of money, and the pure, clean happiness that is chasing you down like a hungry lion, and it makes them sweat with total panic. They have been throwing invisible, dirty mud on your good name behind your back, hoping to blind the universe from seeing your true, pure worth. But their stupid, evil plan just blew up directly in their own ugly faces. They thought your silent, sweet patience meant you were totally blind and dumb. They did not realize that the quiet, painful prayers you cried into your pillow every single night were building a massive electric fence around your soul. Comment 555, I turn on the electric fence to fry their evil traps. By tomorrow afternoon exactly, a random text message is going to pop up on your phone screen that will blow their entire dirty cover wide open for everyone to see. The fake, plastic smiles are going to shatter into a million tiny pieces, and you will see the exact rat that has been hiding in your warm house. This new invincibility you are wearing is completely aggressive and loud. It is taking over your entire reality and burning away the old, dead leaves, the awful, painful rejections you have faced, the heavy doors that were slammed directly in your face, were just the universe protecting you from walking into burning, toxic buildings. The jealous, bitter hater in your life thought they locked you out in the freezing cold to die, but they only forced you to build your own massive, warm castle from scratch. The countdown timer is at absolute 0 right now. The heavy-duty giant warrior angels are standing right behind your chair with drawn, flaming swords. The total reversal of all your deep pain is exploding in the spirit world right this very second like a massive bomb. I need you to do another physical thing right now to prove you are awake. Type, I stand in my pure power to grab the sword waiting for you. Stomp your right foot on the ground as hard as you possibly can. Feel that sharp shock go all the way up your leg. That is the heavy sound of your absolute, final authority over your own life. Every single piece of stolen money, every lost golden chance, every broken promise they gave you is being wrapped in pure, white fire and handed directly back to you tonight. The universe is finally fixing the broken, unfair scales, and you are aggressively taking all the heavy chips off the entire table. Freeze completely in your tracks. Do not move a single muscle in your body. What I have to share with you right now is a massive, dangerous secret that the regular blind people scrolling by will never be allowed to hear or understand. Look straight up at the ceiling directly above you right now. Stare at the exact center of the room. The air up there is totally shifting and swirling with heavy energy. There is a massive, heavy golden shield spinning violently right above your head, just waiting for your voice to command it to drop down. Drop, my heavy shield falls now to bring it down over you. The reason you have felt so incredibly dizzy, tired, and completely exhausted lately is because your mind is fighting hard to adjust the massive, high frequency of this total, absolute protection. The haters in your life know deep down that once the solid shield drops over you, they can never even look you in the eyes again without shaking. The danger level is boiling over right now in your space. If you do not pull this giant shield down before the next hour completely strikes, it floats away to someone else who wants it more than you do. The wild, crazy, impossible signs are about to hit you like a runaway truck. You are going to find a shiny, perfect silver coin sitting right on your pillow tomorrow morning when you wake up. When you see it, grab it fast and hold it tight. That is a physical, undeniable proof from the other side that the emotional bleeding is officially over and your giant armor is locked permanently in place. The fake ex-friends who left you completely alone in the dark are going to be the ones squinting at your blinding, bright light from the cheap seats in the back. Declare, 222 I shine brighter than the sun to blind the haters forever. They will watch you fly completely past them into massive wealth, and the bitter, disgusting taste of total regret will literally choke them out. Your fragile life is being sealed with the brutal force of a massive, erupting volcano. The heavy, crushing weights on your back are turning into light ash and blowing away. The lingering, bitter anger in your chest is melting straight into the floorboards and disappearing. The empty, scary bank account is being completely flooded by a rushing, loud river of pure gold. A whole tribe of powerful, honest, wealthy people are coming very soon to guard your back and elevate your name. You have been drafted by the highest heavens to completely crush the poverty and pain mindset forever. You have been selected to be the absolute first in your entire family history to build a giant, rich fortress that nothing evil can ever break into. This is a giant, earth-shattering payback you've been dreaming about since you were a little child. The heavy iron gate is permanently welded shut behind you, and the roaring, loud sound of your victory is totally deafening the bad spirits. Comment: I build a giant rich fortress to lay your very first solid block. Just 3 weeks ago, a stressed single mother in Texas named Maria heard this exact crazy, high-pitched frequency. She was totally buried in massive legal fees, crying every night, about to lose her only home. She claimed this absolute crazy power without hesitating, and in exactly 3 days, the opposing side completely dropped the terrible case out of nowhere. A massive, unexpected bonus hit her checking account without any warning at all. She didn't wait to overthink it or ask her friends. She just took her miracle instantly. Your giant, heavy gold medal is waiting for you to simply reach out your shaking hand and snatch it away from the enemy. Do not let the jealous, whispering spirits trick you into closing this video before you finish the final step. You must hit the share icon and send this to exactly one person who feels completely broken and lost right now. Keeping this loud, massive truth quiet will only poke tiny, dangerous holes in your own shiny armor. The high, divine forces wildly reward those who act instantly without any fear in their hearts. Type, I lock my massive insurance policy now, to take your extreme power home forever. Sharing this message is your physical, bold signature on the giant insurance policy the universe is writing out for you today. If you stand firm in your Christian faith and want to help support our powerful ministry, consider sending a cup of coffee, up to 3 to 10 if you can. Link in description. The massive shift is already happening in your cells. You can feel the heavy weight lifting off your tired shoulders right now as you read these very words. Join our exclusive membership to seal this powerful intention today. It's an extreme energy exchange that unlocks secret, exclusive meditations and tells the whole universe you are completely ready for the next massive level of wealth. Click join. Claim your bright, shiny badge, and let's ascend together away from the painful struggles of the past. Go back to the very start of this video immediately. Something huge you missed will strike you very hard the second time. Drop on My Life is Totally Upgraded to confirm your new status. The sudden, sharp ringing in your ear is getting louder right now, isn't it? That is not an accident or a medical issue. That is the absolute confirmation that the massive, invisible wall of pure glass is holding firm against the attacks. The dark, twisted forces that try to ruin your whole entire life are currently beating their fists against that glass, totally enraged that they cannot reach you anymore. They thought you were an easy, weak target because you always smile and nod. They did not know that a divine intervention was scheduled for this exact date and time to rip you out of their dirty hands. If you turn your screen off or look away right now, that thick glass will crack right down the middle, and they will pour inside your life like a nasty flood. You have to stay perfectly still and absorb every single heavy word I am giving you right now. You have always been the one who gives away your last dollar to someone who wouldn't even give you a penny. Declare, I will not let the glass crack to keep your shield perfect. You are the one who stays up until 4 a.m. listening to people cry. But when your own heart is breaking, the room is completely dead quiet. That heavy, suffocating tightness in your chest is your inner spirit throwing a total fit, because you are meant to be treated like pure royalty, not a trash can for everyone's problems. Your long, painful era of being the unpaid therapist and the constant victim is completely dead as of tonight. The unseen enemies are absolutely terrified because the massive divine light shining on you is blinding their eyes. They are pacing back and forth in the dark, watching your every single move right now. There's a very specific person who always comments nice things on your photos, who acts like your absolute best friend in public, who has been quietly digging a deep hole for you to fall into. They see the heavy, glowing armor being wrapped around your arms and legs. They see the insane level of money, the pure, quiet peace, and the absolute power that is rushing toward you, and it makes their skin crawl with disgusting envy. Type 777, I blind my hidden enemies to turn the light up higher. They have been secretly doing everything they can to make you doubt your own sanity, hoping you will trip and fall before you cross the finish line. But they made a totally stupid, fatal error that cannot be undone. They thought you're gentle. Forgiving nature meant you were a complete pushover. They did not understand that every single time you forgave them, the universe was busy loading heavy, armor-piercing bullets into a massive spiritual rifle aimed directly at their bad intentions. By exactly noon tomorrow, a wild, shocking piece of totally hidden information is going to explode into the open, completely destroying their fake reputation. The heavy plastic masks they were catching on fire right this very second, and you are about to see the exact lying snake who try to block your huge blessings. This brand new, massive protection is not a thin, cheap piece of plastic. It is a towering wall of solid steel wrapped in hot flames. The horrible, deep pain you have carried in your back for years was just the raw heat needed to forge your heavy new weapons. Comment, my weapons are totally forged, to grab your sword now. The villain who tried to ruin your good name thought they buried you deep under mud, but they only planted you like a powerful, explosive seed in rich soil. The countdown timer is ticking down to the final seconds right now. The absolute heaviest, most aggressive warrior angels had just landed on a roof of your house, and they will completely destroy any nasty trap set for you tonight. The total, embarrassing failure of your secret enemies is happening in the hidden world right this very second. I need you to do another physical act to lock this totally in. Take both of your hands and press them hard against your ears for just 3 seconds. Feel the pressure blocking out the outside world. That is the pure, quiet silence of your totally protected mind. Every single lie, every bad memory, every curse they try to plant in your brain is turning to black ash right now. The universe is power washing your mental house, and you are stepping into a bright, blinding light that no bad spirit can ever survive. Drop, my mind is completely clean to accept this total washing. If you like to donate or show your appreciation, you can buy coffee up to 5 coffees. Link in description. Stop absolutely everything. Do not type a single word. Do not breathe heavily. Pause this exact video right now, because the stakes just got 10 times higher. What I have to reveal right next is highly illegal in the spiritual realm and incredibly dangerous to the nasty spirits currently hunting your family line. Look extremely closely at the palms of your own hands. Stare at the tiny, crossing lines on your skin. Type, "I read the hidden map," to unlock your skin secret. Those specific lines are a sacred, hidden map that the enemy has been desperately trying to erase from existence. There's a hidden, heavy vault locked deep inside your blood that is clicking open wide today. The reason your chest has felt so tight, heavy, and anxious lately is because your soul is painfully expanding to hold a massive, crazy level of untouchable wealth and power. The losers around you know that the absolute second you unlock this massive power, you become a literal ghost of their weak attacks. The danger meter is totally flashing red right now. If you do not claim this exact, specific frequency before the sun finally goes down, the heavy lock jams tight for another 15 years, leaving you entirely behind. The huge, undeniable, crazy signs are about to hit you right in the face when you least expect it. You are going to see a completely yellow bird land right on your windowsill before tomorrow evening. When it happens, do not look away from it. Declare, "I unlock the heavy vault today," to claim your massive power. That is a huge universe giving you the ultimate, clear nod of respect, confirming that the weak, bad spirits have completely surrendered to your massive new power. The fake family members who constantly try to make you feel completely crazy are going to be forced to sit in total, awkward silence while you win every single giant prize in front of them. They will watch you walk totally straight through the massive storm without getting a single drop of dirty water on your expensive clothes. Your entire life is being wrapped in titanium shell, so completely thick it will block out all the toxic noise forever. The heavy, dark depression is vanishing into thin air like it was never even there. The awful, crushing money stress is burning away entirely into nothing. The lonely, freezing cold feeling in your silent house is being rapidly replaced by a rushing river of deep, loud joy and a whole giant army of spiritual bodyguards. Comment, "I accept my heavy bodyguards," to let them into your space. These bodyguards will literally snap the neck of any bad luck trying to reach you. You have been chosen out of millions of weak people completely destroy the victim mentality, to be the absolute first in your entire bloodline who simply cannot be hurt, broke, or sad anymore. This is a giant, explosive, massive restoration you have prayed for in tears. The heavy iron gate of your future is locked tight, and a loud silence of total, pure safety is flooding your entire life. Just 2 months ago, a tire construction worker in Florida named Carlos heard this exact urgent warning while sitting in his truck. He was completely broke, facing a terrible illness, and being sued by a nasty, lying neighbor. He claimed this absolute crazy armor without stopping to think, and in less than 3 days, the massive lawsuit was thrown completely out of court. His medical test results came back perfectly clear, and a total stranger handed him a huge check that paid all his massive debts. Type, "I grab my huge check now," to attract the same miracle. He didn't sit around questioning the divine, ticking clock. He grabbed his massive shield instantly. Your huge, life-saving miracle is banging very loudly on your front door right now, waiting for you to simply open it wide. Do not let the angry, jealous shadows trick you into keeping this a secret from the world. You must hit the share button and text this video to 4 people right this exact second to lock the final heavy deadbolt. Hiding this massive truth will only cause your own thick armor to rust and totally break. The heavy divine forces deeply reward those who move with total speed and zero hesitation. And sharing this link is your physical, permanent signature on the heavy contract that says nobody can ever hurt you again. If you like to donate or show your appreciation, you can buy a coffee up to 10. Link in description. Join our membership to seal this intention permanently. It's a powerful energy exchange that unlocks exclusive, deep meditations and tells the whole universe you are totally ready for the next massive level. Click join, claim your shiny badge, and let's ascend together away from the weak ones. Drop a My Victory is completely sealed to close the final door. Go back to the very start of this exact video right now. Something completely huge you missed will strike you super hard the second time. But wait, do not close out completely. The urgent message is still flowing. I feel a sudden, cold breeze blowing across my hands as I type this, which means a secondary attack is being launched at you right now. They realize they miss a heart, so they are aiming for your mind. They want you confused, distracted, and doubting everything you just heard. You are always a person who overthinks every single detail. Try and make sure everyone is comfortable while you sit on a bed of painful nails. You apologize for things that are not even your fault. That twisting, tight feeling in your stomach is your divine intuition screaming that you are shrinking yourself to fit into rooms where you are meant to be the absolute giant. Your long season of making yourself small is brutally ending right now. And the dark forces are terrified of how huge you are about to become. Type, I am a giant in my life to completely fill the room. If you stand firm in your Christian faith and want to help support our ministry, consider sending a cup of coffee, up to 3 to 10 if you can. Link in description. Join now and instantly get the Waken badge next to your name so everyone knows you've arrived. The people who secretly hate you are scrambling to find a new weakness. There is someone who acts like a mentor or a wise friend who gives you advice that always seems to somehow hold you back. They did not know that every time they try to discourage you, the divine realm was quietly building a massive, solid gold staircase leading straight to the absolute top of the mountain. By this time next week, a completely unexpected phone call is going to come through that will completely bypass all their petty gates and roadblocks. The fake ceilings they built over your head are shattering into dust right now. And you're going to see the exact person who tried to keep you stuck on the bottom floor. This divine intervention is completely aggressive and totally permanent. The heavy, painful chains you dragged around your ankles for decades, that loud clanking sound of debt and worry, was just the intense pressure needed to form the massive diamond of your future. The fake friend in your circle thought they threw you into a deep pit, but they only locked you in a mine filled entirely with precious gems. The urgent countdown timer is flashing 0 right now. The biggest, most terrifying angels of wealth and justice have landed exactly in your room. Comment, I claim my massive diamond today to hold your heavy wealth. They have totally strict orders to completely vaporize any obstacle in your path. I need you to do one more totally physical, undeniable act right now. Take your right hand and heavily slap your own thigh. Feel that sharp sting. That is the immediate wake-up call to your total physical reality. Every single delayed blessing, every stolen penny, Every fake promise they made is being wrapped up in pure, blazing light and physically forced right into your empty hands tonight. The universe is totally rewriting the corrupted code, and you are violently taking all the winning tickets. Stop. Freeze everything. Do not scroll away. What I must reveal now is totally classified in the hidden realms and extremely dangerous to the nasty entities trying to feed on your light. Look directly at the floorboards or the carpet underneath your shoes. Stare extremely hard at the ground you walk on. Type, "I take all the winning tickets," to clear the board. The ground under your exact feet is currently buzzing with massive, heavy frequency that the enemy simply cannot survive. There's a totally hidden, ancient switch buried deep in your spine that is violently flipping right now. The exact reason your back has been aching and your shoulders feel so heavy lately is because your physical body is struggling to hold the absolute massive weight of total, untouchable financial power. The bitter losers around you know that the absolute second you flip this heavy switch, they become totally powerless against you forever. The absolute danger is totally blinding right now. If you do not claim this crazy high-level frequency before the clock hits the top of the hour, the heavy switch breaks off completely for another 20 years. The wild, completely insane warning signs are about to hit you directly in the chest. You are going to see a totally random string of repeating numbers painted on a totally unexpected wall tomorrow. When you see it, do not turn away. Declare, "I flipped the heavy power switch to turn it all on right now." That is a huge universe giving you the final, loud confirmation that the massive divine intervention is permanently locked, and the weak spirits have fully fled from your total presence. The fake, lying people who try to drag you into their messy, dramatic lives are going to be completely forced to stand back in total awe as you win the biggest prizes. They will be totally forced to watch you walk completely untouched through a massive fire, without smelling even a little bit like smoke. Your entire reality is being encased in a heavy titanium vault so completely thick it will completely block out every single toxic whisper forever. The heavy, dark sadness is vanishing completely into thin air. The crushing, terrifying dead is totally burning away into pure nothingness. The cold, lonely, empty feeling in your dark bedroom is being violently replaced by a rushing, loud river of pure, crazy joy and an entire giant army of highly aggressive spiritual bodyguards. Type, "I claim my titanium vault today to lock out the toxic noise." These massive bodyguards will physically crush the bones of any bad luck trying to step into your house. You have been selected totally by hand out of millions of weak scrollers to completely obliterate the victim mindset forever, to be the total first in your entire family tree who absolutely cannot be stopped, delayed, or hurt by anyone. This is a giant, aggressive, explosive grand restoration you have been crying for in the absolute dark. The heavy, solid iron gate of your massive new life is permanently welded shut right now, and completely loud, totally beautiful silence of absolute safety is flooding your entire reality. Just 4 days ago, a completely exhausted teacher in Arizona named Mark heard this exact urgent, insane warning on his screen. He was totally flat broke, facing massive eviction, and his body was shutting down from heavy stress. He absolutely claimed this total, crazy armor without stopping to doubt it for 1 second. Drop, "My victim mindset is fully crushed to win the war." In completely less than 48 hours, the eviction notice was totally lost in a computer error, his health totally recovered, and an unknown relative left him a massive, Heavy inheritance that paid every single bill forever. He didn't sit around overthinking the divine, urgent clock. He grabbed his heavy, massive shield instantly. Your huge, total miracle is banging completely loudly on your front door right now, completely begging for you to reach out and pull the heavy handle. Do not let the nasty, jealous shadows completely trick you into keeping this massive miracle a secret from the dying world. You must hit the share arrow and completely text this video to 4 different people right this exact second to permanently lock the final heavy deadbolt on your new life. Hiding this totally massive truth will only cause your own heavy armor to rust and violently snap in half. The totally heavy divine forces deeply and instantly reward those who act with total speed and absolute zero fear. Comment: I grabbed my huge miracle today to open the heavy door. Type your signature on the giant contract that completely says nobody can ever hurt, use, or break you again. Join our exact membership to completely seal this heavy intention right away. It's an absolute powerful energy exchange that entirely unlocks exclusive, deep meditations and totally tells the universe you are totally ready for the next absolute massive level. Click join, claim your bright, completely shiny badge, and let's totally ascend together away from the bottom completely. Go back to the very absolute start of this exact video immediately. Something huge you missed the first time will completely strike you extremely hard the second time you totally hear it.